Almost from the moment Lily and Jack Sullivan, ages 6 and 4, vanished from their home in Pictou County, Nova Scotia on May 2nd, stepdad Daniel Martell has felt the heat. He says he's been under a microscope, facing not just suspicion from authorities, but a barrage of wild accusations online. Recently, things took an unsettling turn when RCMP brought in cadaver dogs from British Columbia to assist in the search. Martell was particularly shaken by one dog handler's approach, claiming that this officer not only tried to coax a false confession out of him, but also suggested he might have put the kids in the wood stove.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was extremely nervous. Especially with the first question they asked you, did you kill Lily and Jack?
That was the first question they asked you?
Yeah.
What other kinds of questions did they ask you?
All the questions pertain to the death of Lily and Jack. Are you accessory to the murder of Lily and Jack? They were all.
So all of the questions assumed that the children are no longer alive?
Yeah.
There were no questions at all about, did you take them somewhere? Could
No.
they be somewhere?
That was Martell back in May, speaking to a CBC reporter regarding a polygraph examination which he had undertaken. It's also been released by the RCMP in documents that a number of family members took polygraph examinations, including Martell, the mother also to Lily and Jack Sullivan, Malaya Brooks Murray, the biological father to Lily and Jack Sullivan, Cody Sullivan. All of those who took polygraph examinations did pass. They were deemed to not be deceptive, with the exception of Janie McKenzie, who is Daniel Martell's mother. Although she did do a polygraph exam, the authorities stated that the results could not be tabulated due to physiological conditions. So she didn't pass, she didn't fail. The results simply could not be analyzed. So that was back in May, and an extensive search was carried out from the day the children went missing, May 2nd, up to May the 6th when it was scaled back. And no sign of the children could be found. Fast forward now to September, RCMP brought cadaver dogs in, 2 dogs with their handlers from British Columbia. When I reached out recently to Daniel Martell asking about the status of the cadaver dog search, he did state that the cadaver dogs had left days ago. He also went through the areas where they searched, which I will get to in a little bit. But he also said that at least one of the dog handlers with a dog by the name of Narc left Daniel very disturbed. Daniel claims that this one officer attempted to get a false confession out of him and even implied that he may have put the kids in the wood stove. Take a look at what he said. In a message, Daniel states, he, meaning the dog handler, put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Daniel, 2 children just don't go missing." I replied, "Yes, sir, I'm well aware of that." He then said, "Something happened Thursday night." I said, "No, it didn't. What are you referring to?" He then said, "We think you did something Thursday night." That's when I said, "Do you even know anything about the case?" He replied, "Not really. I seen you on News Once in BC. The conversation went a little something like that, maybe not word for word. It was heartbreaking and sickening to hear that. I told investigators after this, and they told me, "Daniel, I'm sorry about that. We know what we know, and I'm sorry that happened to you. Daniel says he doesn't remember the guy's name, meaning the RCMP dog handler's name, but the dog's name was Narc. Daniel went on to say that the dog handlers went inside, he's meaning the trailer, and asked him what this thing was for. Daniel replied, "That's a wood stove. You never seen one before?" One of the handlers tried to get a false confession out of me, Daniel says, by trying to get me to admitting to murdering the kids. Investigators were privately talking with Mum, so it was only me and the dog handlers when they tried to pull that stunt. Daniel also said that the dog handlers asked him if he had burnt anything, meaning in the wood stove, since May 2nd, because they saw ashes, and Daniel said it was summer for the last few months, so why would he heat wood in the summer? And as well, there was a fire ban. The same handler said all these weird things, Daniel states. And the dog handler also said, meaning he told Daniel, human remain dogs can smell remains in ashes. Daniel said, "Why are the dogs not inside then?" And Daniel then stated that they did, in fact, bring the dogs inside. At one point, I just asked Daniel straight up, "So they thought you put the kids in the wood stove?" And he confirmed that, yes, that handler did think so. And then Daniel went on to say that it saddened him to know that to have someone think such, quote, cruel shit. As far as where the dogs searched, while they were in Nova Scotia, Daniel states that they searched the blanket site. This would be the site where the pink blanket was found just off of Lansdowne Road. That was searched multiple times. The pipeline where the footprint was found was searched multiple times. The dogs also did search the property here, meaning 1407 Gerlach Road. This is the property where the trailer sits and where Lily and Jack Sullivan lived with Martell and their mom, Malaya Brooks Murray. Daniel also stated that he knows that they searched other properties. He doesn't know at the moment which properties they searched or what other areas they searched. But he did say that he does plan to meet with investigators next week to see what the next steps will be. It has been stated that it's believed Lily and Jack disappeared through a sliding glass door in the morning of May 2nd, while Martell and Malaya Brooks Murray rested in bed, drifting in and out of sleep. When they got up, approximately about 10 o'clock a.m., they realized the children were nowhere around, and Malaya Brooks Murray called 911 to report them missing. Malaya Brooks Murray, the mother, has not been back to the property since the second day the children went missing. She reportedly also blocked Daniel Martell on social media, as well has declined all comment to mainstream media regarding the children or the case. There was a brief interview aired by, it was either CBC or CTV, that she gave on the second day the children went missing when she was still at the property. But she reportedly left later on, somewhat late afternoon of the second day, when she left the area with her mother. This case is still classified as a missing persons investigation. There is a criminal investigation that has been going on. Major Crimes has been involved since the beginning, and RCMP state that they are looking at all possibilities, but it is officially still classified as a missing persons investigation. If you do have any information on the whereabouts of Lily and Jack Sullivan, you are asked that you can call Crime Stoppers, and I'll put the number up here. As well, the province of Nova Scotia is providing a reward of up to $150,000 for information leading to the whereabouts or knowledge of what has happened to Lily and Jack. And you can also report anything to the Nova Scotia Major Crime Unit. To all my current followers and subscribers, I really, really appreciate the support that you provide consistently to the channel and to the work that I do. And to anyone who is interested in this story and the other stories that I'm covering on this channel, please, by all means, follow, subscribe, as well as share and like, and you will be updated and as soon as I post new content. I also go live nightly over on TikTok, and my channel there is the same as here, Hidden in the Fog. See you over there.